So the Suzuki Jimny is back, sort of.
Yellow, soothing. Losing your 9-year no-claims bonus to a pebble? Not so soothing. We don't do stress at the AA, we do car insurance. Relax. Yellow and black have got your back.
Before we go on, do give the video a like, please subscribe to the AA Ireland YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to keep in touch with all of our latest video releases. Small Suzuki off-roaders have been around in various forms since 1970, and the Jimny, which was spawned out from the earlier versions, is now, can you believe it, in its 4th generation. This latest version has been around for a number of years now, but almost faced the chop because of CO2 emissions and EU regulations. However, Suzuki have found something of a loophole by taking out the rear seats and making this commercial. So for now, the Jimny lives on and it's fabulous. Let's start with how the Jimny looks, and it's just dripping in retro. This commercial version is a little bit more basic than the passenger versions we saw a couple of years ago. So there's no LED lights, there are black steel wheels, which I think look brilliant, and these black wheel arches. Overall, the look has cherry-picked bits of the old SJ and previous Jimny versions into what is a really gorgeous package. It is small, it's certainly in terms of dimensions it's quite small, and I struggle a little bit in terms of space driving it, but I just love how it looks. It's utterly charming. People have mixed reactions to it. Some people who, you know, are old enough to remember the previous ones look at it and smile, whereas a newer generation are a bit bemused by it. But for me, it's gorgeous. I just love how it looks. At the back you have this very wide tailgate, so if you do own this car, do remember not to park too close to the car behind you. And of course in the back the rear seats are gone, now replaced by an 863 litre luggage capacity. There's also a kind of a cage slash bulkhead in the back to prevent items from hitting in the back of the head. So time to give you a tour of the cabin. As you can see, space is at a premium, especially for me because I am quite tall and my legs just don't have enough space. I have struggled a little bit with space, but that really wouldn't put me off too much. Let's flip the camera around and have a look at the cabin. As you can see, lots of black shiny plastics and scratchy plastics. In here, of course, you have what is a very retro infotainment system. So CD player, there is Bluetooth, but there's no screen as such. It's just a radio CD player with one USB down here, which you can connect your phone up and treat it almost like an iPod. Here you have your electric window switches, hill descent control. Air conditioning is a manual air conditioning system. And here we have our steering wheel, which is in fairness a multifunction steering wheel. You can operate your phone. Again, very plasticky feel to everything, but it will be quite hard wearing and durable. But I am wedged up against this door and I really don't have any leg room at all. I have to sort of position myself carefully in the cabin every time I get into it, and I can't really move around too much. 5-speed manual gearbox, and here you have your transfer box for your 4-wheel drive system. So there is a low ratio. So this thing, light, skinny tires, transfer box, is going to be really good off-road. Whatever about the looks and the retro styling, it's when you get into the Jimny and start to drive it, that's when this car really comes into its own. First things first, it's not powerful. It's got about 100 horsepower. It's got a pretty standard 5-speed manual gearbox. It's noisy. It's basic inside, but it's so much fun. I cannot explain to you how much fun this thing is to drive. It has a tiny wheelbase, so it's really short, feels quite nimble, nice steering rack, and it will slide about. Nice little drifts. Sometimes, if you're lucky enough, car purchases aren't always about logic, and this is very much the case with the Jimny. It's a shame it's not a passenger version. If it was, it would be a huge success. But now as a commercial version, it's going to be appealing to a smaller market. If it does appeal to you though, and you are half thinking of one, just go and do it while you still can, because this car, it doesn't look as going to be around forever. As it is now, it's great fun to drive, it's utterly charming, And if it suits you, you can throw the dogs in the back and just have a smile every time you get into your car to drive it. I'd absolutely love one of these. I'm going to make it my mission to get one at some stage. Until next time, take care.